Vanessa, let's come back to you then. And Yemen.
Yep. So let's have a look at an article in the New York Times, which basically confirms everything that I reported last week on UK Column News. Reference Trump's sudden ceasefire with the Yemenis. So this is a New York Times article from yesterday. Why did Trump suddenly backpedal on the war against Ansarullah in Yemen? So from the article itself, in the first 30 days, Ansarullah, they actually, of course, said the Houthis, but I've amended that, shot down 7 American MQ-9 drones, 30 million each, hampering Central Command's ability to track and strike the group. Several US F-16s and an F-35 fighter jet were nearly struck by the Yemeni air defense, making real the possibility of American casualties. And of course, we shouldn't forget the drama of the leaked WhatsApp conversation, which apparently, according to the article, put the lives of US military and particularly pilots at risk. And then, of course, there was a huge US deployment to effectively support Israel, both sustaining the genocide of Palestinians and preventing the prevention of the genocide by the Yemenis. 2 aircraft carriers, additional B-2 bombers, which, of course, are nuclear capable, and fighter jets, as well as Patriot and THAAD air defense, were sent to the Middle East. But in fact, the article admits that there was very little degradation of the Yemeni capability of hitting both US vessels in particular, but also continuing the airstrikes or the missile strikes against the occupied territories, and basically enabling not only the blockade of Israeli shipping, but also an effective no-fly zone in the Ben Gurion airport, because international airlines are still cancelling flights into Ben Gurion after the Yemenis attacked it again since the US ceasefire, which didn't incorporate Israel. The Pentagon is concerned. Again, this is something that we mentioned last week. And if we could just have that up on screen. So many precision munitions were being used, especially advanced long-range ones, that some Pentagon contingency planners were growing increasingly concerned about overall stocks and the implications if the US might have to ward off an attempted invasion of Taiwan by China. So exactly as we said, pretty much it's been confirmed by the New York Times, is that Trump had no choice but to withdraw from any kind of aggression against Yemen in order to conserve stocks and prevent the loss of life and loss of equipment, which has reached over $1 billion.
Yes, amazing. Thank you, Vanessa. That was, you heard it here first, of course.